2 years ago today, we witnessed Britain's most deadly fire in living memory at Grenfell. 72 people lost their lives, many more lost family members, hundreds were left homeless, and a community left traumatised. In Kensington and Chelsea, overcrowding and homelessness, poor quality buildings sit alongside high-spec luxury housing. Grenfell was the inevitable consequence of decades of underinvestment in housing. But we must also recognise that minority ethnic communities who lived in the tower were disproportionately affected. The tragedy of Grenfell Tower is also one of both race and class. And it's telling that 2 years on, 15 households from in and around Grenfell are still in temporary accommodation. And it's scandalous that even though the UK Parliament has passed legislation for new buildings, only 3 private tower blocks with Grenfell-type cladding have been fixed since the fire, leaving a further 146 buildings in the same state. In real terms, that means that 24,000 people are at daily risk by living in unsafe housing. Fire safety in buildings falls under the responsibility of national authorities. Following Grenfell, I and other MEPs debated fire safety in the European Parliament, and in October 2017, the European Commission established a fire information exchange platform to make sure we share best practice and expertise across the EU countries. The UK's participation is something our government must commit to, whatever happens with Brexit. A government review of UK's building regulations following Grenfell found our current system not fit for purpose and open to abuse by those trying to save money. It's not acceptable that people making vast profits in the housing and construction sectors are putting people's lives at risk. Whether it's private or public, we need the same high standards for all. It's representative of our broken system that there's so little oversight and public sector involvement, that the building and property industries are the ones who basically decide on what's used. The EU can play a key role in preventing tragedies like Grenfell. Many EU policies have the potential to increase fire safety. In fact, EU regulations already require that construction work should be carried out in such a way that in the event of fire, the spread of fire and smoke is limited. But these rules need to be enforced properly. These EU regulations are not a burden. They could save lives. Every one of us in the UK should be able to fall asleep at night, secure in the knowledge that we and our homes are safe.